All right, what's up? So today we're talking about Virgil Abloh in light of the Off-White, what was it, Spring Summer 19
Fashion show.
fashion show, which was held in, you said?
Paris.
Alex came up with the idea to talk about kind of Virgil's ties to football, or like more importantly, his tie to the Big Ten, which is NCAA football, if you don't know, college football.
Yes, sir.
So,
Nonetheless, obviously, Virgil had a huge show. Two huge shows. Louis Vuitton and Off-White. Everyone kind of forgot about the Off-White one. But in that show, a lot of people started talking about his use of like NCAA helmets. He had 4 college teams. It was like Clemson, University of Texas, Texas Christian University, which is like the Horned Frog, and Iowa. We go to Iowa, so we thought it was kind of cool. Yeah. And a lot of people were like, why is Virgil Abloh, this Louis Vuitton fashion designer, use these college helmets?
Yeah,
and he used like the Chargers.
Before you moved on, I wanted to say, he also had some NFL ones. The only one I saw was the Chargers, but I think he did use a couple more than just the Chargers.
Yeah, most likely.
And then also GQ had a post which they like made fun of the guy wearing the Hawkeye helmet, which I'll post somewhere up here.
Yeah, it's pretty cheesy. I enjoyed it. But nonetheless, with all that being said, a lot of people kind of forget where Virgil came from, so to speak. You know, he was born in Rockford, Illinois, which is like the 3rd biggest city in Illinois, which is nonetheless, he went to University of Wisconsin,
which is also, Wisconsin's very into their football.
Yeah, whether it's the Badgers or Green Bay, huge football state. Yeah. To cut some details, he went there, then he later went on to get a master's at Illinois Institute of Technology. But with all that being said, once he started working with Kanye, and he has an internship with Fendi in 2009, he started working with his own Off-White brand. He then kind of noticed like the aesthetic that is like old traditional college football teams and the varsity shirts that people would wear. To note, originally was in one of Beyonce's videos, he made a shirt that said Nebraska. You know, it's just a regular varsity shirt. It's a Nebraska red shirt, white stitch lettering, and people thought it was kind of cool. And that aesthetic slowly stayed with him. And that was back in like the early 2010s, 2011, 2012 maybe. He even had a collaboration with his alma mater, University of Wisconsin. And they had like a 2015, it was a 2015 homecoming, and they brought him, and he designed like 4 shirts. And at the time, you could have bought all 3 for $75, or all 4 for like $75 or something like that. And at the time, Virgil wasn't, widely known as he is, 4 years later, which is insane. But his ties to football is more of his ties to the aesthetic of what is football. Like the old school traditional tees. A bunch of people just being really big fans of this shit. And he's good at that. He's good at, like, I wouldn't say appropriating, but using that style, bring it into his own world of design, and making a shitload of money off of it.
Yeah, he's good at taking like influences that are kind of like, some people might think they're bizarre. But yeah, it's also cool they did the Wisconsin thing, because the prices on them were definitely reasonable compared to like an Off-White t-shirt.
That's really cool to see Virgil do that, because he's obviously, kind of giving back to, his community in which he was once in. Opposed to like right now, Louis Vuitton prices and Off-White prices are insane. I could only look at them and still feel broke. So these shirts, you can actually obtain them. Now, the resale value is pretty high. But at the time, I wanted to buy a shirt, and I don't even go to Wisconsin. I was in Iowa, and I was like, fuck, that's super cool.
Yeah.
So nonetheless, that's pretty much Virgil's ties to football, specifically that of like the Big Ten, because it's like the most traditional, I'd say, conference. You got Ohio State, Michigan, Wisconsin, Nebraska, Iowa, Illinois, Penn State. They've rocked it for years, since like the 80s. So he saw that, made it into a t-shirt, and Beyonce liked it, and then immediately he kind of knew it was a hit.
Do you ever think he'd make more like Big Ten t-shirts like he did for Nebraska and
Wisconsin?
And Wisconsin, yeah.
Yeah, I could totally see him doing that.
Or do you think he's like too big at this point to be doing that type of stuff?
No, because in the end of the day, one would argue, oh, he's too big, but look what he did. He had straight up football helmets, you know what I'm saying? And he has a tie to Nike right now. Now he has his Nike ties with Off-White. He's made Nike soccer jerseys, and he gave soccer jerseys to his football. He went to some Catholic school in Rockford. He gave the school he went to, their whole soccer team got some dope ass jerseys and cleats. So I wouldn't put it past him to make some more college or football or huge university-esque stuff.
Yeah, that's would be cool to see him do an Iowa one.
Yeah, he had an event in Chicago, which was like a Nike soccer thing, and it was super dope, and I wanted to go, but it was like in the backside of the city, and I was like...
So also, go back to the Louis Vuitton runway show that they did. Did you see the bags for that or no? They had like a rainbow.
The gradient color. Yeah, that was wild.
Where it moved. What'd you think about that?
I think it's dope, and I have no idea how they did that, and I don't think those are going to be going on sale. I think it's just like, a talking piece at the show, because I don't know how... Like, I feel like it's super expensive. Like, is there LEDs in the bag? Or, like, is it, like, visually?
They had a price list for all the stuff, and it's like...
Including the bag?
I'm not sure if the bag was on there, but they had a price list for a lot of the items that will be coming out for like Virgil's first season.
Yeah.
And the prices are like thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah.
So I mean, I could see them doing it and like having that, but they also had some other bags that were like same style, just not rainbow. It's just like bright pink and then like a neon blue as well.
And for those who aren't aware, Virgil obviously the head of men's Louis Vuitton menswear, and obviously the head director and creator of Off-White. But for the Louis Vuitton show, the theme
is it just men's or
just men's? Just men's. Everyone's like, he's a new head director of no, just menswear, which is still super fucking dope. His show was themed Michael Jackson. You know what I'm saying? So you see like Kid Cudi and Abby and Jasper, and lots of other artists and influencers. They're all there with like their Michael Jackson glove and stuff. So it's kind of cool. Don C was there, rocking some MJ inspired clothing. But yeah, I think the future for menswear in Louis Vuitton's gonna be is in the right hands.
Yeah. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
No, man. Please do something for Iowa. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, because Virgil is watching this, so
yeah.
You, Iowa. But yeah, we'll wrap it up there. Thanks for watching.
Take care.
Masking my attention.